Hello, today I'm going to be going over Ivara here. So Archon shards, we have 5 primary electric damage shards. If you want to forge them, go ahead. For Ivara herself, this is the build. This build is focused on Concentrated Arrow Artemis Bow, using Bright Bonnet as it gives you energy through channeled abilities like Prowl and Artemis Bow. So it synergizes very well with Ivara here. Empowered Quiver for the extra critical damage and status, 100% status immunity. So we don't need to run sure-footed, although we will be on our wire the entire mission anyways. As we will be invisible with Cloak Arrow and Prowl, we have Crepuscular here, giving us 30% ability strength and 3 times final crit damage, and then Rage to give us extra primary damage for our bow on headshot. We have Archon Stretch and Bright Bonnet for our energy economy, and Corrosive Projection for the slight armor strip. For the second build here, this other build is more based on buffing just normal weapons. Xata for projectile-based weapons, and Roar for status-based weapons. Because Roar double dips on statuses, and Xata projectile-based weapons can get trapped in Xata's bubble and float around enemies' heads. As for the Artemis Bow, here it is. This is Ninjaze's Artemis Bow. As for the companion, I am using Worm Prime with Prime Laser Rifle for the Vigi set. You can use whatever weapons you want. I recommend using these. However, I do eventually plan on getting the Incarnate Genesis on Vasto and trying with that and Aphentus. But I'm going to be just using this for now. So let's go to Circulus here. Setup for this to get Crepuscular and Serration is a bit complicated. You gotta cast your bow, and then cast the arrow, and then walk into your Cloak Arrow, and then cast Prowl, and then you should be good. But the main issue is getting enough energy to do all of that beforehand. So I'm actually just going to put a thing up. Point to note is these things do not give you energy through your channeled abilities, so not cast your channeled abilities before you have get all your energy from your thing. So let's find out where we want to set up here. Hello, let me through. So you want to cast your 4, cast your Cloak Arrow, walk into the Cloak Arrow, then cast Prowl, and now we have both of those. Put that up, set up both our mushrooms, recast our bow, and now you're finally set up. And there we go. So yeah, a bit annoying. It takes about 300 energy basically just to get set up. But yeah, once you're set up, oh, we gotta hit him in the head for it to do its thing, and I don't have accuracy right now. There we go. And once in a while, recast your Cloak Arrow and then your mushrooms when they go down. Yeah, does good damage as you can see. Definitely more than enough damage. And very much just a chill sort of set up an area build. You don't really need to recast your Cloak Arrow. That's mostly just to get the status immunity. As well as I believe sometimes with just Prowl, you will leave invisibility from shooting other weapons. Like with the bow, I don't think I do, but if I were to switch to like my Vasto... Oh no, I'm not. I don't know what exactly. Sometimes, I don't know what it is. Sometimes you do leave invisibility. But yeah. Like this, you're pretty safe. Just to get those big AoE things, gotta hit him in the head, and the Grineer are annoying. There we go. Okay, well, let's go on to the other build now. That's going to be focused around using the normal weapons. So I'm just going to use Roar and use the Daiku. Should be mentioned, obviously, your bow's going to have a lot more AoE damage that Q is going to do funny, big funny numbers, but it's going to not have much AoE damage, so...
Your enemies have grown fierce. Use all that you have learned.
The Oregon Neural Sentry is attempting to purge you from this place. Stand by for life support.
We can just set up here. So obviously, as you can see here, I have much lower range on this build. Let's see if we can get our roar up. Cannot use on zipline. Not to mention, cannot use roar on zipline. Zipline, can I go on it? Yeah, basically this build, as you can see, funny 400 million numbers. Not the most practical though. I am, like I said, I have blast on this fasto, so this at least provides some AoE. But like I said, once I get the incarnate and get the shotgun mode, I do expect this to be a lot better. But yeah, unless you have a specific weapon in mind to use with this, I do recommend just using that build, as it is basically the same thing, but a little comfier with the larger size of your cloak arrow, and obviously the much larger AoE of the arrow. But if you do just want funny red numbers, there is always this. But yeah, that is it for Ivara. Thank you for watching.